This is just something you get used to doing with these wheels, I think, before every ride. Check for loose spokes. Oh, good Lord. It's beautiful out here. It's amazing. Somebody has a drinking problem. Hey guys, what's up? So, coming to you live from the corner of Waterhole and Ingram Hill Road to bring you a little mini review on my H+ Sons HYDRA, the HYDRA wheel. So this is, oddly enough, it's the most, I think the most money I've ever spent on wheels. They were about $400. I got them from Velo Mine, which is a dealer in Springfield, Illinois. They sell on eBay and online and stuff. And I bought a set of wheels from them in the past, fairly budget-friendly wheels. And so I got this breezer frame from my good buddy Hagler a while back, and it was the first bike I've ever had that needed through axles, front and rear, and it uses disc brakes. And I really needed a gravel bike, touring bike that uses disc brakes, but what I really needed was just a bike that fit me. I'd been riding like a way too big touring gravel bike for a while, and it was really getting uncomfortable. So I had to get some wheels. These seemed like a pretty good deal. My dad had really good luck with H+ Sons Archons. So I wanted to try the HYDRA, which is basically the same as the Archon, except for the HYDRA is disc brake only. And perfect, since I needed it for disc brakes. So what's my review? Well, the front wheel has been amazingly solid, no issues, no problems whatsoever. Front wheel has given me nothing but awesome performance. The back wheel, which is, you know, a big guy like me tends to have trouble on back wheels anyway. The back wheel has been issues. There's been some issues, and the big issue is just spokes coming loose and coming out. I haven't broke a spoke on this wheel. There hasn't been a single broke spoke, but I have had, I think, 4 spokes pop out. They loosen up to the point where they're just able to pop out of the spoke nipple, and you know, that kind of isn't great. It hasn't actually ruined any rides. I've been able to finish every ride that it happened on, but it is kind of annoying, especially if you wanted to run tubeless, which I'm not. I have tubeless tape in. I haven't set it up tubeless yet, though I kind of want to. Every time you have to replace a spoke nipple, it's kind of a headache if you're running tubeless. So performance wise, I mean, they're like 1,600 gram wheels without the disc rotors. I think they're kind of, I mean, they're not heavy, but they're not really light, you know. I mean, the wheels laced up to a SRAM 900 hubs, which to me feel awesome. They're like really, they got really good engagement. They got a really nice positive clicky sound. I mean, hubs are basically hubs, right? I mean, they work, they perform, as long as they do what they're supposed to do and they don't weigh too much. I mean, what else could you ask for? So what I do want to mention, yeah, I have had issues with the back wheel, the spokes coming loose. These were probably machine built. I didn't ask. I'm assuming they were machine built wheels. Pretty much every machine built wheel I've ever had, spokes pop out of, because I don't think they're designed, you know, they're not built up with enough tension for a guy like me. So I've been slowly kind of upping the tension on this wheel, and it hasn't popped the spoke out in the last couple rides. So, and the spokes seem to start to be kind of bedding in. This is a problem I could have took care of when I first got the wheel. If I just tensioned it really good, stress relieved it, and kept tensioning it up. I got a tensiometer. I could do this, but I didn't bother. But one thing I'm really impressed with, it had 2 loose spokes on a super rough gravel ride. And when I got back, the wheel is pretty much perfectly true. I mean, there's just tiny little bits out of true. So it's got 2 spokes that are completely gone, and the wheel's still in true. And that tells me that these are pretty strong rims. I mean, they look like they would be pretty strong. They're pretty stout, pretty wide too. So other than performance, you know, like weight and, you know, they just work right, a wide rim like this, you know, it should give you a little better ride and it should be a little better for flats. It definitely supports a bigger, like these 35 tires, they don't really look that big. You know, they don't really look that big on this rim, but they're 35s. They're pretty big tires. I could easily probably put 50s on there if I wanted to. I'd say I could probably put mountain bike tires on this. So, but I've actually had quite a few pinch flats on these wheels. When I first set them up, I had gator skins and I was running 28s and I had quite a few pinch flats, but it's probably because I wasn't running enough air. They were so wide rims, I kind of assumed that I could, you know, maybe like get away with less air pressure, but not on 28s. And really, guys, that's about all there is to say about them. I mean, they perform. They do it. It's $400. I mean, it's a lot of money, I guess, in my mind for a wheel set, but I guess it's not really. People spend quite a bit more than that. I'm hoping to get a lot of miles out of these and use them on both gravel and touring rides, which, you know, I think they're working great for. So, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make a comment if you want. Let me know what kind of gravel wheels you're running. See ya.